First, tear the paper into small pieces and put it in water. Spread the papers evenly. This will help you when you will grind the paper in the mixer. Dip the paper in water and make sure the water is enough that the paper can soak water. You have to keep the paper overnight, and this is how it looks after you keep overnight in water. Add some paper in the mixer jar. You will need a lot of water while grinding, so also add more water. And grind it. Add more water if needed, as you will need a lot of water while grinding so that it can be grind finely. This is how the consistency of your grinded paper should look like, and spread it using a spoon in the way I am doing. Try to do it as evenly as possible. After spreading the paste, you will need a sponge to remove excess water, which will also help in flattening the paper. Removing water will help it dry faster. I am doing it on sun mica, which is stick on a wood, but you can do it on any surface you like, but it should be clean. I will be making pink paper. For that I am using pink poster color and adding it. After adding, mix it very nicely. The shade will be dark when you mix it, but it will get lighter when it dries. Let the color be soaked by the paper for 5 to 10 minutes and then spread it in the same way as we have done it for the paper before this. You can even make thick paper by applying thick layer of the grinded paper paste. I am making thin paper, for which I am applying thin layer of this paste. Try to make the edges as evenly as possible, as it will help you if you want straight edges while cutting. The paper will be wasted less. You can see how much water is coming out of the paper. It's the water that I have added while grinding the paper. The paper contains a lot of water even after removing it using sponge. You can see that the water is still coming out when it looks like the water is no more in the paper. It took 2 days for it to dry, as the air contained a lot of moisture, but it may dry in 1 day as well. You can see the shade of pink has changed and become light. I am using a cutter, but you can use a knife instead to remove the borders of the paper. It will be easier to remove the paper from smooth surface than on rough surface. So try to find a smooth thing or on which you will spread. You can even keep a parchment paper before spreading it. Try to remove the whole paper using cutter or knife, as you can see me doing. It comes out very easily. You can see it's coming out really nicely. You can clearly see the texture of the paper which I had made. can make the paper of any color you want.